Hello everyone. This will be our last of the 2 weeks discussion cycle for this class. Discussion 5, like most of the discussions in this class, has 2 posts and 2 responses. So post 1 in week 1, post 2 in week 2. In between you have the 2 responses. Just a special note, for post 2 there is an earlier submission deadline of Friday before midnight of Friday of week 2. So instead of Sunday, it will be a Friday of week 2. So just keep that in mind. So let's quickly go over what we'll be doing in discussion 5. For post 1, you will create a screencast of your complete first draft of the Technology Integrated Curricular Plan, the TICP. You will submit this draft for peer review and then use the feedback from your peers to finalize it. Please use the following outline to create your TICP presentation screencast. So I've listed them as slides. You can do this in PowerPoint, Prezi, Google Slides, or whatever other alternative presentation software that you want to use. So slide 1, just list the grade level, content area, topic of the unit plan, and then the length of the unit plan. And then in slide 2, the standards and objectives. Slide 3 should focus on the on an overview of the unit plan. So just provide the summary, and then a timeline of how the lessons unfold within the unit. And then in slide 4, discuss the assessment plan, highlight the technology used, and explain how it is changing teaching and learning using the various frameworks and models for technology integration that we have covered in this class. Then in slide 5, discuss the teaching and learning strategies, and once again highlight the technology used and explain how it is changing teaching and learning. Then in slide 6, list all the resources that you've used, including the rubrics, any links to any of the technologies used, and any other resources that help you to put together this unit plan. So you will post a link to your screencast in the discussion in the post 1 discussion thread that I have created for you in Blackboard. So if we go to discussion 5, then in the post 1 discussion thread, that's where you will be submitting the link to your screencast. Make sure you go over the grading criteria for post 1, and I've listed this here. You may be wondering, how can I do all of this in just 5 minutes? Well, that's a good question. If you have one too many objectives, learning strategies, and assessments, then just focus on 1 or 2 to keep the screencast 5 minutes or less. For the responses, you will review the TICP presentations of 2 of your members in your peer group that has been assigned to you. The peer groups are listed in the response thread in the discussion 5 forum. So let's quickly go over there. So in the discussion 5 forum, if you click on the responses thread, you'll see that I've listed the peer review groups for all the students in the class. You will use the summative TICP rubric as a guideline for your reviews. You will not use the rubric, you will not mark the rubric, but you will just use it as a guide to kind of review the presentations of the TICPs by other students. And so how will you provide the feedback to the students? Well, you'll post the feedback as comments in the responses thread of the discussion 5 forum in the Blackboard. And once again, make sure you review the grading criteria for the responses for the peer review. Please make sure that your responses are posted before midnight of Wednesday of the 2nd week of discussion. This will then provide enough time for everyone to finalize their TICP. Then for post 2, the final post for this class, you will write a reflective summary of the course using the following guiding questions. What did you learn in this course? What new understandings and skills have you developed regarding the use of technology in teaching and learning? And then how will you apply these new understandings and skills? And finally, what connections have you made between this course and other courses, past learning experiences, and any other life experiences that come to your mind? And how do you connect all of this with your future goals. So those are the 3 guiding questions that I would like you to use for your final reflective summary for this class. Make sure once again that you go over the grading criteria that is provided at the bottom of the discussion 5 handout for the post 2 final reflective summary. For the post 2, you will be posting it, the final post, you will be posting it in the post 2 discussion thread that I've created for you. So that's where you'll be posting it. Good luck, and I look forward to your presentations and the discussions for this coming 2 weeks.